Hello, everybody. This is Ed O'Brien from 24/7 Sports and All State Preps. It's been a couple weeks since I've had the opportunity to, do the Rerun the State podcast, but I'm back this week with two episodes, and the first one of those two episodes, I have a special guest today, my man Justin Thompson, class of 2025 linebacker out of Good Counsel High School in Maryland. Justin, hey, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you for having me.
All right. First things first, of course, congratulations to you on your commitment to Pitt
Sir.
um, earlier this week. But before we get into that, I also have another congratulations for you. Congratulations to you and your teammates on winning the Penn State 7-on-7 tournament yesterday
Yes, sir.
that took place on Friday. Overall, how do you think, obviously you guys won the tournament, so that's a great thing, but how do you think you and your teammates did overall? And what are some of the things that, your coaches said to you guys after the tournament was done as far as what you guys need to continue to work on as a team?
Yes, sir. So I feel like overall we had a great tournament. Of course, came out with the win, went back to back. We won last year. So I feel like overall we had a great tournament. But the week before we played at Maryland, and we didn't even make the playoffs. So I feel like since it's a newer team, we're getting our chemistry built together. So we just got to focus on the little things, building our team chemistry. Having better communication and just getting to know each other more on a closer level to perform better on the field. But I feel like Penn State, we started off strong, little mistakes and stuff. We won the games, but I felt like it was just little minor mistakes, like with communications on coverages and everything. And then we lost to Tep. I forgot what game that was, but we lost to Tep, I think, the third game. And it was just like minor mistakes, like a blown coverage. I think we lost in about like maybe a touchdown or two. But offense was playing great. And other than that, we had a great tournament. So then we went into the playoffs. So we didn't want to go home, of course. We wanted to, run it back. So we just picked up the energy, picked up the level of play. And I feel like that's how we came up with the win. So first time before, the storm happened, I forgot what team we played, but it was a great game. We played them, came out with the dub, and I forgot what happened, but I think a team forfeited because they went home because of the storm, and then I think was it Harrisonburg or something?
Harrisburg.
Yeah, Harrisburg. We played
Yeah.
them, and we played them earlier in pool play. Came out with the win against them, but played them again. I feel like we played them even better, high energy. Everybody was doing their job, great defensive stops. Offense was playing their heads off, tails off. So I feel like we played great energy coming into that game, and then we came into the championship. We played even better. I feel like fellow teammates, Kagan Cooper Taylor, he had 2 picks. Great right there. Grant Graham was doing his thing on defense. Dylan Cleary, Chase, all the safeties, everybody was doing their part. And then also my fellow teammate, committed to Pilmy Demarion was doing his thing, of course, and then coach,
Absolutely.
yes, sir, and quarterback Jackson Rice. So I felt like we all had a great day, great tournament, and a great way to bounce back from last week, not coming and winning it all at Maryland.
All right, and I definitely had the opportunity to watch you guys play several games yesterday. So, to your point, you mentioned there's some new players, or I guess new starters coming into this season. How many starters on defense are you guys replacing or have replaced?
So other than I think so for 7-on-7, everybody's new except for me, like new starters. So and
Wow.
Grant actually used to play safety, so he switched the corner, and this is going amazing. He's doing his thing at corner. So other than that, we have a Fahim, safety. He's
Right.
returning. He was in the tournament, so he's returning. And then I think 1 or 2 D linemen. So I think we got like at least 8 new starters. So 8 new,
Okay.
kind of like a little fresh restart, a little rebuild. But everybody's getting things rolling. So we looking good.
No doubt, you guys definitely looked strong yesterday, especially on the defensive end. So, all right, so let's get into your recruitment. As I mentioned earlier to the audience, you committed to Pitt earlier this week. I believe they offered you earlier this year. I think it was in January. Um, and from that time on, you received several FBS offers over the past several months. Um, just to backtrack a little bit, who were some of the other schools that were pushing hard to get you to commit to them?
Uh, Florida, South Carolina, UNC, Baylor, and then Maryland, and then yeah. So it's done.
All right. Now, were there some other schools that were also showing, serious interest, but wanted to, I guess, see you camp before offering, or
Um, I think it was so. I think Virginia Tech was one of them. Uh, I can't remember a couple, but I think it was probably Virginia Tech.
hmm
Every other school that came down offered me on spot or after the season.
okay? And getting into your official visit, who was your who was your main recruiter, or who were your main recruiters?
So my main recruiter was my position coach, Coach Ryan Manilak, linebacker coach, and then also the running backs coach, Coach Lindsey Lamar. He's the one who offered me with Coach Narduzzi down in January. So those are like
Okay.
recruiters, and then I got to meet more coaches down there.
All right. And what did he tell you as far as what he liked about you as a prospect? It's
So
like your skill set and everything.
in the beginning. So when they came down, we had a lift day. I think I think it was a Friday actually. So um, Coach Lindsey Lamar came down with Coach Narduzzi. So they came and watched the lift. So he told me at first. So at first they came. So we do like agilities, and then we run do agilities, then we go lift. So he told me when he saw me at first, he was like he knew I was a dude, but like he already watched my tape and everything. But he was like, yeah, this is the guy that we need. So when then he
Mm.
went lift and I was doing my thing, pushing the weights, working hard and everything. So he told me once he seen that after watching the tape, he knew it was gonna be an offer for sure. So he told Coach Narduzzi and he was like, "Yeah, I like him too." So they made sure to get that offer and get me down there.
All right. And during the official visit, at what point? Now, did you have your decision made up before the visit, or did it happen
Kind of in the
during
middle.
the visit? In the
Yep.
middle.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what are some things that you did during the your official visit?
So first day, we got there. Everybody was real welcoming, and place was amazing. So I went there down in the spring before for the little spring game. So I already
Mm.
got how they play, how aggressive they are, competitive they are, just how the team and the defensive scheme and how their system works. So I feel like the official visit was just the icing on the cake for me. I got to feel like what the brotherhood was like, outside of football, how life skills was, education, and just the school as a whole, and just the relationship with all the teammates and the coaches.
All right. And did I was going to ask you about you and your teammate making their decision,
Um,
making your decision, but I won't get into that because I haven't talked to him yet. But was this something both of you guys talked about?
yeah, it was something
Um,
I talked about throughout the visit.
oh, okay, okay,
That's-
all right. And how do they see you fitting into their scheme, position wise? I mean, I know at linebacker, but inside, outside, or a little bit of both.
So the thing with them, they kind of run just like how the council runs. They run like a 4-3 base. So they have three linebackers on the field at all times, just like the council. So that was also going to be not an easy switch, but like it's kind of be like second nature since it's the same thing that my high schools ran. But so they got the money backer, the Mike, and then the star. So I played a little bit of star last year at Good Counsel, so which is the field side backer. Also played middle sophomore year, and I also played a little bit of the boundary linebacker. So he sees me at all three, so it's kind of whatever they need or what spot I perform best at up there.
Gotcha. And who are some of the people that you leaned on for advice during this whole recruiting process? You know, you had obviously a good number of offers, and I'm sure a lot of schools are coming at you, and you have probably a lot of people in your ears. So, who are some of those people that help you, guide you in this particular case on this recruiting
Coach
path?
for sure, who's helped me out through my whole high school career. Coach McFadden, kind of like a recruiting coach. He was a D line coach for us last year, but he helped me so he knows Coach Narduzzi. I think he coached with him at Cincinnati, so he's known
Uh,
him his whole life. So him telling me that, like him having that great relationship with him, knowing that if I'm with him, I'll be good. Outside of football, growing into a man, and then of course on the field as well. So I feel like Coach Mack he's a big one. And then also, I say Coach Steph as well. Coach Steph helped me throughout the process. And then just also, I feel like my upperclassmen, so, they told me how the process works and just, how everything really works and just helping me throughout the whole process.
all right, and of course, how does it feel to get that decision?
Mhm.
I don't want to say, I guess, over with, and being able to just focus on your senior year.
I feel like it was like, a little stress reliever. Everybody, like you said, everybody in your head telling you they want you here, how they fit. So I feel like knowing that and like committing there just helped me focus more into the senior season and not worrying about like to have a spot somewhere,
Right.
stressing whether he's gonna take that commitment spot and I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. So I feel like that helped me, channel more and focus into the senior season. Have a great senior season.
All right. Now your regular with your high school season only a few months away. What are some things you've been working on to get better as a football player?
Of course, like my dad always tells me, just speed. You can never be fast. You always get faster. Getting stronger, getting more flexible. Just in areas that I'm not comfortable with, just being comfortable more uncomfortable areas. Getting more athletic, of course, and just working on sideline to sideline speed, drops, coverages, and just me as a player. So and just working on weaknesses. That like also I like to watch my tape from last season a lot to see like say I second guessed on a play, false step, just making sure I work on those so I won't have to make those mistakes this season.
All right, and your high school play is in one of the best leagues in the nation. I know some people are gonna be like the best,
Mhm.
the WCAC. Um, how do you think you playing, in that particular league has helped you become the football player that you currently are?
I feel like so coming into the league is like you said. I would say it's one of the. I probably say it's the best in the country. We finished 14th in the country last season, so I feel like it helped me. Once to go harder. Work harder because the competition that I'm playing with, and of course practicing with every day, just making me work harder. You know, like a couple of my linebackers, Aaron Childs and CJ Cooper Taylor, they were just helping me like as kind of my mentors, just helping me, pushing me at practice, and just kind of mirroring behind them sophomore year, just getting ready to get on the field, junior season, and just show what I'm all about and show what I could do. I feel like that helped me a lot. Practicing against a great offense. Running back who left, Dylan Jones, quarterback Frankie Challenge really about. And of course, great rivals. The Mathis, St. John's, Gonzaga. So I just feel like those are great games, and just getting prepared for those just shows the competition that we really go against.
All right, and before I let you go, do you know what you're going to major in when you get to Pitt?
I talked about it. I'm not finalized yet, but probably business or entrepreneurship. So I'm leaning between those two.
Okay, okay. Well, look, Justin, I truly appreciate you taking the time to speak with me today, and I'm sure I will see you a couple times during this season in a few games. So, um, best of luck to you. Until then, and definitely best of luck to you this season. But again, I'm pretty sure I'll talk to you. So, I
Yes, sir.
appreciate the time.
Appreciate you having me.